Yo guys, what's up? How's it going? Here today, we're looking at Discover, both credit card, the bank, and the savings account. So yeah, Discover is a one-stop shop. They've got everything you need. I wasn't even aware they had a banking division until I started researching online banks. Now, back when I was doing this is when I looked at the other banks too, like you probably saw my review for Chime and SoFi, and I have Simple, and I have Discover, and I'm just trying to find a good online bank. I have a couple other ones too. You'll be seeing a review for them in a little bit. But anyway, I've been testing these guys out. The main reason that I'm using these guys, you see I have a Discover balance. Now, I know credit cards aren't good to use. Zero debt is my goal. But what happened here is I got an offer from Discover. And they said, hey, transfer your balance to us, and we'll give you zero interest for 18 months. And I was like, hey, sign me up. So right now, I'm coming towards the end of my interest-free credit card bearing. So I'll be paying this off probably, hopefully, shortly with funds from another source. You can see I have some in here that I could apply to the bank or to the card, but so far it's interest free, and I don't want to give up free money. Okay, you can see I've only earned $1.16 interest year to date. So you can imagine I have been removing funds from this bank for a while. I can show you. Alright, you see? I had a bunch of money in here before, and I've been kind of shifting it around a little bit. As interest rates drop, I'm taking my money out of banks. I'm shifting it into alternative investments. I'm shifting it into DeFi, to Bitcoin, and harvesting the interest rates. You can see I've made some transfers to Coinbase. There's my Envil bank account that I opened, and I'll be reviewing that one in a little while. That's a pretty interesting service. I haven't really evaluated it much yet. You can see its account's pretty new. So I want some time to sit with it, see if I like it, evaluate it before I review it. So you guys are going to have to give me some time on that one. But you know, I've been playing with Voyager, it's cryptocurrency. They have a little bit smaller caps than some of their stuff. I use Coinbase, crypto.com. So I like a lot of these apps, right? So anyway, I've been kind of siphoning money out of this balance to do some of that. Just to see what I like, see where I can put my money to work. You can see the current APY is 0.40%. That's terrible. So when I first opened this account, it was like 4% or 4.5% or some good number. But with the Fed dropping rates and everything going down the tubes, the rates have gone way down. And I'm not super happy about it, so I'm taking my money out of cash. Because cash is trash, or some so would say. So I did run into an issue last month with this. I exceeded the transaction limit. I withdrew 6 times or 7 times from my savings account, and they said, "Oh, you can't do that on a normal basis, but due to COVID, we're not really going to shut your account down right now, so it's okay." And I was like, well, that's a weird message. Why would you even guys post that message if you're not going to enforce it? And then you post a message right after that says, "Oh yeah, never mind. Due to COVID, we don't care." And I was like, okay, interesting. So that's just one thing to be wary of when you're using Discover, right? Any online bank really, they do put a limitation on how much you can withdraw. Okay, the normal Discover card, that's pretty good. It's accepted a lot of places, not maybe as widely accepted as Visa or Mastercard, but there's a lot of places that take it. The other thing that I like is you can get your credit score for free. You click on the credit scorecard, it'll show up your credit score. I'm not going to show you guys my credit score, but suffice to say, you can track it, and you can tell here the balance that I'm carrying on this credit card. I'm sure it's impacting my credit score right now. Typically, you shouldn't be having more than 10-20%, I think, at the most, because that will affect your credit score and penalize you, bring your score down a little. You can see I haven't really used my credit card at all because I'm just don't want to mess with the interest rate being 0. I don't want to mess with that, so be it. So for the cashback debit account, that's pretty good for the most part. Let's take a look at that one. It has a lot of the same features that you would expect to have in a checking account, right? You have direct deposit. You can do withdrawals and the withdrawals from Discover account to Discover account happen instantaneously. It's pretty good, right? You can send money with Zelle. It's kind of like a PayPal almost. You can do lots of account options here. You can transfer money pretty quickly. You can do wire transfers, and that's really useful if you're transferring large amounts of money. That's good. You can manage or add external accounts. You can even deposit checks. Now this is really nice. So a lot of online banks, they have no way to get the paper checks, right? Unless you're using somebody else's ATM or whatever. But this online check deposit is pretty decent. You can see they are pretty generous with how much they'll give you and the graduation of the days until the check clears. So it's not bad. Over to the pay. Cancel the action. I'm not going to deposit a check right now. I haven't actually used this to pay any bills because I've been focusing on paying down the card. Just paying the minimum every month, more or less, and stacking some cash. Over here in the More section, you can see you can do all kinds of account management. You can do almost everything you could possibly do in a bank account because, well, it's an online bank, right? They do not have a branch you can log into and say, hey, I have a problem. Everything is done over email, the chat features, everything's online, which is pretty cool. And I like it. So if they would have a better interest rate, I would probably keep more money here at low risk or no risk. But the way the interest rates are right now, I can't see doing it. So you'll be seeing probably more transactions of me taking money out of this account and moving it somewhere else until at least until the 0 interest Discover forbearance time is gone. And then I'm going to have to pay this off. So things might be tight then. Anyway, guys, overall, Discover Bank, I like it. They do have not bad interest rates on a normal basis, but we're not in a normal time. Interest rates are low everywhere, so what do you expect? So if you're looking for an online bank, this is a pretty good one. It's got the whole financial ecosystem in here. It's probably not as good as SoFi. Although SoFi does not have credit, as far as I can tell. Discover is a credit card, but SoFi is a better overall eco-banking system, right? You can do loans, student loans, signature loans. You can do all that kind of stuff. So see my code for SoFi down below in the description box. But if you're looking for a good online bank to interface with your Discover card, if you carry a balance, if you want an automatic way to pay it, that's easy. And it's guaranteed to get there because it's all one ecosystem in Discover. This is the way to go. All right, guys. If you like this bank review, let me know. If you want to see other bank reviews, let me know. I'm going to be doing more bank reviews even if you don't let me know. So like what I said before, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just some guy on the internet. But Take my experience, and hopefully you can put it to good use. Subscribe to my channel for the daily options trade, wealth building techniques, and obviously other reviews of other financial products like online banks, alternative investments, stuff like that. Alright guys, thanks for watching. See you later.